Good afternoon. Microphone on? Yeah, it is on. Alright, there you go. Good afternoon, welcome in. I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. I got a crazy little thing going on with the webcam. Hope you like it. We'll see how it goes. Doing a little bit of afternoon flying here in a pilot's life. Timbit World, a Pilot Life 2. We're here in Sendai, Japan. We're going to start our IBEX CRJ IBEX regional career. And what did I just get going there?
Maintenance status.
Oh, calm down. That guy over there. All right. We're flying from Sendai down to Fukuoka, Japan in the CRJ7 in the IBEX colors for IBEX Airlines. Let's get out there. So beautiful freeware product here, freeware airport for Sendai. Let's kind of flip to the other side and check it out really quick. There you go, Sendai International Airport. Right inside the plane, and of course I don't have my paperwork with me. Give me 1 second on that. You always want to have these bad guys right here so you know what you're doing. All right, we're in the cockpit. Parking brake, and we'll get. I keep going. Really frustrating. I have a FS to crew open, but it keeps disappearing. Silly. All right. Get the pre-flight work going with him. As soon as I do that, it disappears. The well, kind of useless if I can't see FS to crew.
I'm out for the walk around.
See, he says it, but I can't see any of it. Probably should try to. We're gonna get this working. Will. It just sits wherever it wants to and hides. Not a very kind of a clunky program. All right, main battery. Let's get things going here. Parking brake is set. I won't do his flow. Alright, parking brake is set. Landing gear down. EFB is on. Let's get our fuel.
I'm out for the walk around.
Copy. Alright, fuel, SimBrief panel. Get that going. So today we need 4,943. I just forgot what it was, so 4,943. We'll go right there, just enter that payload. Also get our passengers and everything set up, 64 passengers. Cargo, 1451. But we're gonna do 700 in the front. And 751 in the aft. All right. Their aircraft, ground power cart, passenger door, cargo doors. Battery switch.
I'm back from the walk around. All looks good.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are you this morning?
Hi there. I'm fine, thanks.
Great. We're just preparing the cabins for the passengers. We'll speak to the terminal staff once the door is opened and find out how long they think it'll be until boarding begins.
Okay, no problem. Feel free to open the doors whenever you're ready.
No problem.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. You're loud and clear. 5 over 5. Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading. Roger. Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll send the final load sheet up once we're ready. Roger.
All right, and we'll go at the EPU started up, and it's coming up right there.
Hello.
Hi,
It's
Captain.
talking.
The terminal staff are ready to send the passengers down. Can we start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding if you're ready.
Great. I'll let the rest of the crew know and we'll get started as soon as the passengers start arriving. It could be a few minutes yet, though. All stations prepared to
All right,
start boarding.
so now we can start doing our FMS.
Send up ground IBEX 12 Gate 5. Request clearance to Fukuoka with information Yankee.
IBEX 12 cleared to Fukuoka via Derby 4 departure runway 27 initial climb flight level 180 then as filed squawk 6547.
Cleared to Fukuoka via Derby 4 departure runway 27 initial climb flight level 180 then as filed squawk 6547 IBEX 12.
IBEX 12 read back correct. Report when ready.
All right, Romeo,
Will report when
Juliet,
ready.
Sierra,
IBEX
Sierra.
12.
We'll copy down the FMS position. Oh, that's not working. The right one. Flight plan, Romeo, Juliet, Sierra, Sierra. Romeo, Juliet, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. And our alternate is Romeo, Juliet, Foxtrot, Kilo.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let's get GSX loading up the passengers.
Boarding requested.
Alright, flight plan. Golf Tango Charlie. Helpful. Oh. Probably put it in the right place. Golf Tango Charlie, not found. What's going on here?
Do you want to board crew?
Why is I got RJFK in there? No. Oh my goodness. What is going on with my flight plan? Why am I not able to do anything? There we go. Okay, Golf Tango Charlie. Not found. Helpful. Seaman, I guess. We'll try. Not found. What do you mean not found? What, are none of the... There are no waypoints allowed on this? Not found. What the... Wow, okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when suddenly there's nothing working. Romeo, Juliet, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Golf Tango Charlie. There we go. Weird. Okay, go. I was gonna say, is it really? Can't fly anywhere in Japan? Yankee 142. Salmon. Yankee 1-4. Stout. Yankee 2-0. And Kieran. Execute, and our departure, we're going runway 27, Kirby 4, Golf Tango Charlie, execute, check the legs. Looks good. Kind of dragging here, that's alright. Performance page. Where's my calculator? Runway 27. We'll bring up the calculator for you guys to see. Could have sworn I closed this. Button's not working anymore or something.
This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Alright, so no flex temp. Alright, here. Put in our... Okay, I'm jumping ahead on my calculations. There we go. Cruise altitude 380. Right, VNAV, forming it. Okay, basically that my calculations were really just for our flex temp. Everything else is kind of set up in the plane.
Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
We're just awaiting the load sheet from ground. As soon as we have it, feel free to close the doors.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up. You still have time to do the welcome announcement. That should pass some of the time.
Alright, we'll get our speeds in here. So our V1 speed is going to be 130. Actually, double check that. I'll just set these. Boom, just like that. Oh. Initial climb, flight level 180. Unfortunately with this plane, my other buttons don't work, so I gotta try to turn stupid little knobs without like an analog equivalent. Alright, MFD menu, VNav, turn off airports, and then on the right side, VNav, they can keep the airports on for first officer. Alright, hydraulic pumps, auto on, auto. That's good. Axe left and right. On. Fan switch on. Windshield heating low. Anti-ice if needed. Emergency lights armed. Seatbelt signs on. No smoking signs. Auto. It's been a little while since I've done all this, so. Alright, anti-skid switch armed.
Gear bay overheat.
Or heat test there. Engine sync N1, ground spoilers, ground lift dump switch auto. Why I can't see the stuff? There it is. Thrust reversers armed. Decals as required. We got our squawk already in there. Backup comm standby. And stab trim and mock trim. And the yaw damper. Alright, we should be ready to go. Waiting on the load sheet. We'll hit the beacon light.
Send up ground, IBEX-12, request pushback and startup.
IBEX-12, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved, IBEX-12.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you once the aircraft is closed up, then we'll get you moving. Roger. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. You can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can. All stations, please close doors.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. We're ready to disconnect. Thanks very much. Pin straight ahead and we'll see you again soon. Cabin crew, please arm doors.
Pre-start check.
Stand by. Fuel quantity.
Released with 4,945 kilos on board.
4,945 kilograms. Confirmed. Cabin signs.
On.
Pressurization.
Set.
Altimeters.
Where's my...
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
1027, set left and center.
1027. Set right and cross-check. Flight instruments.
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle and 2 at the front of the cabin. Small lighting will
Hey guys, so all parks are on board. Are we clear to
be
close?
aware that your nearest exit
Yes.
may be behind you.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Cabin baggage on. Your seat
Set
belts
left.
fastened, adjustable
Set right. Anti-skid test.
when the seatbelt signs on.
Complete.
We recommend that you keep it fastened.
Oxygen flow.
If the air supply fails, mask
Checked
will
left.
drop from above you.
Checked right.
Pull the mask towards you to start.
FMS.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Verified.
With the strap.
Radios.
Try to adjust.
Set left.
Your own mask.
Set right. Takeoff brief.
Take the light
Complete.
from under your seat.
Are you positive? Restart check complete.
Mask that takes around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust.
I am positive.
Not inflated inside.
Alright, let's get our pushback.
When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight and thank you for flying with self-loading cargo.
I think I actually screwed up my cam here. This one I want to have the other way. Let's fix that right now. I wanted to have one so that when I'm looking at this screen, it looks like I'm looking over there. There we go. Where's that? Okay, so I'm looking at you guys right now, looking this way. We'll have it like that. Alright. Did you come up with the pushback at all? No, yes, yes, no. Boarding passengers now. Really, we're still boarding. Are you talking? Why is everything closed up?
Passengers boarding starting.
Really? I had that door open the whole time. Don't tell me. Don't be... you guys are full of it. Guys are full of it. Alright, let's restart that and we'll get this pushback going. Everything's rough. It's weird how it's like I just switch a plane and suddenly it's just like, ugh, how do I do any of this stuff? Ugh. I have no clue what I'm doing now. Of course, the streaming is absolutely atrocious right now. I have no internet. So you guys are probably all watching this in playback, and I'm probably going, what the heck am I doing with my camera? Let's prepare for pushback. Yes, here we go. Come on. Falling behind schedule here. I love this little camera thing. I don't think it's appropriate for this, probably. It's good for... I'm trying to like set it up. I think it'd be great for streaming some Star Wars games and stuff. Kind of got that holographic feel, or some Mech Warrior, something, you know, something like that, where you got that futuristic stuff. I thought I'd try it out. And with this, I don't really have to set up my room to have all kinds of cool colors. It just all kind of pops up right here. I might have to turn my light on eventually. We'll see how that goes.
Will do.
Engine start check.
APU.
On.
Takeoff data set 431,808 kilograms. V speeds are V1 132, VR 132, V2 142, VFTO 193, flaps 8, set right.
Set left.
Trims engaged and centered. 7.5. Seatbelt shoulder harness.
Checked left.
Checked right. Hydraulic pumps.
Auto and on.
Beacon.
On.
Nose wheel steering.
Off.
Doors.
Closed.
Engine start check complete.
Cabin crew, please take seats for takeoff.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2.
Alright, once we get to 20. Oh, he already did it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so the first officer will do it. All that stuff for us. Pretty cool. Start engine 1.
2, start complete. Starting engine 1.
Sorry, talking over him. We have a good engine start.
Engine 1, start complete.
Alright, probes on. Anti-ice off. Taxi lights on. APU start and stop. Stop and power off. Landing elevation is set. Flaps set to... not yet. Wonder what the first officer is going to do. Flaps 8. APU altitude, or APU. Autopilot altitude and runway heading. Get the runway heading set. 271. Set, altimeter set, V-speed set, trim set, nose wheel steering, armed. Flight control check. Rudder full left, full right, neutral. Full left, full right, neutral. Pre-taxi check.
APU.
Off. Set and checked.
Anti-ice. Set. Electrics.
Checked.
Nose wheel steering.
Armed.
Flaps. Flaps 8. Set.
Flaps 8 confirmed.
Flight controls.
Checked left.
Checked right. Pre-taxi check complete.
IBEX-12, request taxi.
IBEX-12, taxi to holding point runway 27 via Charlie 6, Bravo 6.
Taxi to holding point runway 27 via Charlie 6, Bravo 6, IBEX-12.
Alright, parking brake released. And let's taxi. Really short taxi. We're on Charlie 6 going to Bravo 6. Bravo 6 verified.
IBEX-12, contact Sendai Tower 118.7.
118.7, IBEX-12.
Alright, transponder set and on. Let's see, TCAS as required, anti-ice off, autopilot set, autopilot source set, CAS check, no warnings, no warnings. And status page is clean. Alright.
Sendai Tower, IBEX-12, runway 27, ready for departure.
IBEX-12, line up runway 27.
Line up runway 27, IBEX-12.
They're really cool. I have the everything you see right now is freeware except for the plane, Sendai Airport, the lights replacement for Japanese airports. So since we're flying in Japan, You got the Japanese lights as opposed to the
wind 039 degrees
US
at
lights.
knots. Runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff. IBEX 12.
And we're clear for takeoff. Here we go.
$80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate,
Gear up.
gear up.
Select autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
Flaps 1.
IBEX
Set
12
flaps 1.
contact Sendai departure 120.0.
Cabin crew, you're free to
120.0
resume.
IBEX 12.
Climb sequence.
Sendai departure. IBEX 12. Derby 4 departure at 2000. Climbing flight
Speed
level
mode,
180.
nav mode.
IBEX 12 radar contact. Continue climb flight level 180.
Continue climb flight level 180. IBEX 12.
After takeoff check.
After takeoff check complete.
Okay. I guess we're not. Nothing to say. Well, there's a Sendai behind us. As we're headed out to the southwest.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelts fastened.
Hello.
Remember that smoking is not in just a few moments we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payments in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
Alright, so the first officer in the CRJ is not as active as in the Airbus fly-by-wire.
With your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
Alright, bring our speed up to 290 for the climb. Thrust reversers are disarmed. Okay, he did that.
IBEX12, contact Tokyo Center 125.9.
125.9, IBEX12. Tokyo Center, IBEX12, at flight level 170, climbing flight level 180.
IBEX12, radar contact, continue climb flight level 380.
Continue climb flight level 380, IBEX12.
Yeah, I'm bummed out. I'm streaming this and it's not going out to anyone, so no interaction this afternoon. That kind of sucks. I'm going to try to see if I can get it to start up. Well, it's kind of streaming on Twitch a little bit, sort of.
One of our flight crews. If you require headphones, please contact the flight attendant who will be happy to help. For those who installed your own, you can plug them into the armrest of the side view. Choose channel 6 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you. about to start one of our in-flight reviews. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest mode. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film.
Alright, coming up on Niigata, Japan. Niigata. And then Niigata Prefecture, Province? Let me see. I don't know my Japanese areas. Yep, Niigata in the Niigata Prefecture. Capital of the prefecture itself. And you're going to have Mount Tahoe and Mount Yahiko right there. And then a little bit further down is Mount Kugami. And over here, a bunch of other mounts. I'm not going to try to name every mount.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. We've reached our cruise level and are currently flying at an altitude of 38,000 feet. We're making good progress towards our destination and expect to arrive on time as planned. You'll hear from me again once we're about to start our descent. Thanks very much.
Yeah, so off in the distance is Nagano, where the Winter Olympics were a few years ago. When was that? 2008 or so? Yeah, I just love looking at the map of Japan on Volanta. It's just all Mount Yukikura, Mount Shirayama, Mount Kakachi, Mount Tateyama, the whole area. So Nagano's over there. We're coming up on Toyama right around here.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. Just to keep you updated, we look to be making good progress and are expecting to arrive on time as planned. We'll keep you posted if anything changes, but in the meantime enjoy the remainder of the flight and I'll speak to you again once we're about to start our descent. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Captain. I just wanted to come by and ask if everything was going okay.
Everything is absolutely fine, yes. Thanks for asking.
Great. If you need anything more, just give me a call. allowed to serve our breakfast and lunch menus. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position to clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
IBEX-12, expect log of arrival, ILS, approach, runway 16, report when ready for descent.
Expect log arrival, ILS, approach, runway 16, report when ready for descent, IBEX-12.
Alright, so we just got the Whoa.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. I've turned the seatbelt sign on due to the turbulence we're experiencing at the moment. Please fasten your seatbelt. We'll be starting our descent in just a few minutes. The arrival weather forecast is looking good, so it should be a nice easy approach into the airport. We're not expecting any delays, so we should be able to land fairly quickly. Once we do start our descent, please make sure to listen carefully to any instructions from our cabin crew and pay special attention to the seatbelt sign. Thanks very much for flying with us, and I'll speak to you again shortly.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, hello. What does she want?
Sorry, can I call you back?
Alright, so we just got the Lager arrival for ILS approach runway 16. We'll get 16. Lager. And NTIX will be our transition. Execute.
On Nippon 239, descend flight level 180.
Descend flight level 180, all Nippon 239.
IBEX-12, ready for descent.
IBEX-12, descend flight level 180.
Descend flight level 180, IBEX-12.
Set altitude, flight level 180. Set flight level 180. Okay, perfect. Perfect, and we'll start our descent.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. As you've probably noticed, we've started our descent. We should be arriving in around 20 minutes depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated and you'll need to stay seated until after landing. On that note, if you need to use a toilet, then you should try to visit one now as they will be closed during the approach. You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Descent check.
Pressurization set. Fuel checked. Altimeters.
Are you ready for the arrival brief?
Go ahead.
Our current weather shows nice VFR conditions, and we've got the arrival and approach for guidance in the FMS for descent planning to get down to the airport. It'll be an eyeless approach. The runway is dry, and we take the first available turn and taxi to the gate as per ATC. Once clear, we can plan to start the APU for the taxi-in. Any questions?
No questions.
Brief complete.
Japan Air 303 Heavy. Descend flight level 180. Descend flight level 180. Japan Air 303 Heavy. Fuji Dream 301, expect Echo Bravo India Sierra Uniform, arrival ILS, approach, runway 16, report when ready for descent. Expect Echo Bravo India Sierra Uniform, arrival ILS, approach, runway 16, report when ready for descent. Fuji Dream 301. Fuji Dream 301, ready for descent. Fuji Dream 301, descend flight level 180. Descend flight level 180, Fuji Dream 301.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are things? All good?
Thank
Juliet Alpha 05 Juliet Charlie, descend flight level 150. Descend flight level 150, Juliet Alpha 05 Juliet Charlie. Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha, descend flight level 180. Descend flight level 180, Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha.
Alright, so I already got the local pressure in just because planes always, the ATC planes, everything always gets confused when it comes to, you know, the actual transition altitude, which is 14,000 coming into Fukuoka. Looking at the MEDAR, we have VFR conditions, 9 degrees Celsius because it is actually nighttime in Japan right now. 120 degree winds between 80 and 190 degrees. 3 knots, that's why we're getting runway 16. Visibility 10 kilometers plus, and no ceiling. We have a few clouds at 3,000 and broken clouds on the ground, it looks like. So we've got some weird weather there. And the QNH is 1025, even though they want it in inches.
Juliet Alpha
Oops, that's
854
not
Alpha.
what I wanted.
Contact Fukuoka approach 128.45. 128.45. Juliet Alpha 854.
I guess they use inches, inches here in Japan. All right, let's do a. We already did the brief, but let's do it for ourselves here. All right, so we're coming in on the Lager arrival, pretty short, 3,000 above 3,000 feet at Lager. Maltz will be at 2,000. That's our transition in to final. We got the Fukuoka Japan ILS.
Contact Fukuoka approach 128.45.
Runway 16. Localizer is 111.7. India Foxtrot Oscar. Final approach course 158 degrees. We're going to capture the glide slope at 2,000 feet, and our decision altitude is 215 feet. Airport elevation 30 feet, we already have that in, 40. And there we go. Hit the visual. Missed approach, we're going to climb on the heading to 1,600 feet, turn right, climb to 6,000 outbound on the Delta Golf Charlie VOR Radial 160 to Yamek, turn right heading 353 to intercept and proceed inbound via India Kilo Echo VOR Radial 128 to India Kilo Echo VOR and hold, cross Yamek at or above 5,000 feet, cross India Kilo Echo VOR Radial 128, distance 37 miles out at 6,000 feet. So that's a pretty complicated go around. All the little things we got to do. It should be programmed in flight computer. Yeah, you can see Yamek and all that. And then again, there's our minimum of 215 degrees. Or 215 feet. Bring that chart back up. Once we land, as the brief said, we're going to exit as soon as possible, either Charlie 5 or Charlie 6. And then we will taxi to the international terminal right there. Actually, we don't need the international terminal. We do actually need the domestic terminal. We're actually going to want to exit to the to our left. And I'm not sure if they said that on the camera, if we said that, but so we're going to be shooting for Echo 7 or Echo 8 rather, and then we'll taxi back along. Not really clear which taxiway this is, but back to the domestic terminal. On the left side, since we are a domestic flight, actually. So we may have descended a little
Juliet
too
Alpha
quickly.
05 Juliet Charlie. Continue descent 2400. Altimeter 3028. Continue descent 2400. Juliet Alpha 05 Juliet Charlie. IBEX12, contact Fukuoka approach 128.45.
128.45, IBEX12.
Japan Air 303 Heavy.
Fukuoka approach, IBEX12, inbound start at flight level 180.
All Nippon 239 cleared Ebisu arrival. Cleared Ebisu arrival, all Nippon 239.
Approach Japan Air 303 Heavy at flight level 190, descending flight level 180.
IBEX12, radar contact, continue descent 2000, altimeter 3028.
Continue descent 2000, IBEX12.
Japan Air 303,
Set altitude 2,000 feet.
Direct Ebisu, continue descent 3000, altimeter 3028.
Proceed direct Ebisu, continue
Set altitude, flight level
303
020. Why won't he listen to me? Set altitude 2,000. There we go. Finally listens. Here.
IBEX12, proceed direct Lager.
Proceed direct Lager, IBEX12.
Direct logger. Descent check.
Pressurization set. Fuel checked. Altimeters.
3027 set left.
3027 set right. Landing data set 4290 kilograms. Thrust reversers.
Armed.
Lights.
Set.
Seatbelt sign.
On.
Seatbelt shoulder harness.
Checked left.
Checked right. Approach briefing.
Complete.
Descent check complete.
Alright, Kita Kyushu coming up on down here, this whole area. We got another plane coming in on approach, it looks like. If we get home, they're not going to run into us. Listen to them.
Fukuoka approach, Fuji Dream 301 at flight level 190, descending flight level 180.
301, radar contact, proceed direct Ebisu, continue descent 3000, altimeter 3027.
Proceed direct Ebisu, continue descent 3000, Fuji Dream 301.
Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha, continue descent 2000.
Continue descent
Cabin
2000,
crew, please
Juliet
prepare the
Alpha
cabin for
854
arrival.
Alpha.
All Nippon 239er, continue descent 2000. Continue descent 2000, all Nippon 239er. Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha, fly heading 160, clear ILS, approach at 2000, runway 16, report established on localizer.
Fly heading 160, cleared ILS, approach at 2000, runway 16, report established on localizer, Julia Alpha 854 Alpha.
Japan 303, heavy, cleared Ebisu arrival.
Cleared Ebisu arrival, Japan 303, heavy.
All Nippon 239er, fly heading 160, cleared ILS, approach at 2000, runway 16, report established on localizer. Fly heading 160, cleared ILS, approach at 2000, runway 16, report established on localizer, all Nippon 239er. Singapore 656, heavy, cleared O-step arrival. Cleared Oscar Sierra Tango Echo Papa, arrival, Singapore 656, heavy.
Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha, established on localizer.
Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha, continue approach.
Continue approach, Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha.
IBEX 12, fly heading 170, cleared ILS, approach at 2000, runway 16, report established on localizer.
Fly heading 170, cleared ILS, approach at 2000, runway 16, report established on localizer, IBEX 12.
Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha, contact Fukuoka Tower 118.4.
118.4, Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha.
All Nippon 239er, established on localizer.
Well, of course, we're in no position to land here because
continue approach.
constantly getting distracted. I'm always getting distracted on final. Like everyone, like this is why I do my streams in the middle of the night, I guess. That's what I have to do. Because otherwise, I'm rolling in, going a million miles per hour here. Alright, hopefully, we'll see what we can do here. A little high.
All Nippon 239er, contact Fukuoka Tower 118.4. 118.4, all Nippon 239er. Fuji Dream 301, cleared Ebisu arrival.
Cleared Ebisu arrival, Fuji Dream 301.
IBEX 12, established on localizer.
Alright, we're established on localizer, losing speed.
Approach.
Continue approach, IBEX 12.
Course alive.
Roger.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 2. Flaps 8.
Flaps 8.
Flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
He's just saying it, isn't he? Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
IBEX 12, contact Fukuoka Tower 118.4.
118.4, IBEX 12.
Flaps 45.
B for landing, check landing gear.
21.7, Juliet Alpha 854 Alpha.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
IBEX 12, on final, 16.
IBEX 12, continue approach.
Continue approach, IBEX 12.
Landing check.
On Nippon 239.
Down 3 green.
Spoilers 0. Flaps 45. B for landing check complete.
IBEX 12, wind 128 degrees at 3 knots, cleared to land 16.
Cleared to land, 16, IBEX 12.
I never ended up setting my minimums. Beautiful approach. 500 above minimums.
Check.
1000.
500 to go. Stabilized.
400.
100 above.
Check.
200.
Minimums. Landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
IBEX-12, wind vacated, contact ground, 121.7.
When vacated, contact ground,
90 knots.
121.7, IBEX-12.
Fukuoka Tower, IBEX-11, runway 16, ready for departure.
IBEX-11, hold position.
Hold position, IBEX-11.
After landing, check.
Fukuoka ground, IBEX-12, runway vacated with Echo 8.
IBEX-12, taxi to 535 Echo 8, Alpha 5, Echo 7, Whiskey 5, Charlie 4, Golf. Hold short of runway 1634.
Taxi to 535
Cabin crew,
Echo
disarm
8,
the doors,
Alpha 5,
please.
Echo 7, Whiskey 5, Charlie 4, Golf. Hold short of runway 1634, IBEX-12.
Alright, let's see if we can get our proper parking. I think they have us going to the wrong... Yeah, they have us going to international. So we want to change the arrival parking. We're going to look for... do parking 7. Get that.
IBEX-12, taxi to gate 7, 5 Echo 8, Alpha 5, Alpha 4, Alpha 3, Yankee.
Taxi to gate 7 via Echo 8, Alpha 5, Alpha 4, Alpha 3, Yankee, IBEX-12.
I swear, he's like a madhouse outside this room. Alright, so I don't know what I just hit. I think I accidentally restarted.
Clear right.
Gate 10, request pushback and start up. On Nippon 242, heavy, pushback and start up approved. Pushback and start up approved. All Nippon 242, heavy.
I honestly don't know what's going on out there. It's just like insane, screaming
Fukuoka
constantly.
ground, all Nippon 242, heavy, request taxi. Fukuoka ground, all Nippon 242, heavy, request taxi. Fukuoka
Look at
ground,
that
all
lineup
Nippon
right there,
242,
beautiful.
heavy, request taxi.
Alright, gate 7 via Echo
Fukuoka ground, all Nippon
8
242, heavy, request taxi.
to Alpha 5,
On
which are on
Nippon
now.
242, heavy, taxi to
Alpha
holding
4,
point,
Alpha 3, and
runway
then
16, 5
Yankee.
Yankee, Kilo 3, Echo 2.
And that should take us in, yeah,
Taxi
closer to
to
the
holding
terminal.
point, runway 16, Yankee, Kilo 3, Echo 2, all Nippon 242, heavy.
Turn down the war zone out there. My son is just like biting my wife or something. I don't know what it is. Of course, I'm gonna get chewed out because I'm doing this. Like literally, my job is just to wrangle him so he's not killing my wife. All right, spoilers. Retracted, flaps, retracted. Taxi light on, landing lights off, strobe light off, probes off. Did that. Transponder off, APU on, and started, and going.
242 heavy. Contact Fukuoka Tower 118.4. 118.4. All Nikon 242 heavy.
This is a freeware version of this airport. Looks pretty good. Taxiways are all marked properly. Here's Yankee. I know Samsung has a payware version of this airport and some city landmarks. But the freeware airports for Japan are really good, actually. So,
Fukuoka
want to do some flying in Japan and fly some good airports. Japan is where to go, and here they are. All right, we're going gate 7.
203. Push back and start up approved. Push back and start up approved. On Nippon 203.
Suppose we could have parked over there or on a ramp.
Fukuoka ground. On Nippon 203. Request taxi. On Nippon 1203. Taxi to holding point runway 34 via Alpha 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Alpha 7, Echo 13. Taxi to holding point runway 34 via Alpha 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Alpha 7, Echo 13. On Nippon 203. Fukuoka ground, Japan F303 heavy, runway vacated with Echo 10.
I love how they don't actually guide me in at all. They just, oh, stop right now. All right, parking brake set. Okay, parking set, throttles to shut off.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Roger. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready and begin deboarding. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Alright, let's start getting unloaded. If I might have killed GSX, that might be the problem. There it is. Okay, GSX, requested boarding. Jetway gonna come out, maybe not. So, I think one of the shortcoming, and the jetway won't come out. Pretty far for the jetway as well, at least for our plane. All right, let's do look at this flight with Volanta. There it is. You can see flight from Sendai all the way over. No issues. Landing rate -176. Flight time an hour and 41 minutes. 603 miles, 71 passengers. I don't know how we got 71. Fuel burn 2,745 kilos. Landing speed of 120 knots. And considering that we were pretty late getting down on that final, looked pretty good. Alright, next flight is going to be up to Osaka. A little bit shorter, only 258 miles. Osaka International Airport, which I did a video on. Beautiful freeway airport, so I'm looking forward to getting over there. We'll just be doing I think we'll just do a turnaround. Let me see, what time do we got right now? A little bit late for it. I mean, still could do a turnaround. So I'm gonna write down some of the stats, and we'll try to get that stream maybe tomorrow or some point here. But thanks a lot for coming on the flight. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little rough, but just trying to do what we can over here. So thanks a lot for coming on the flight, and until next time, happy flying and take care.